can't connect to the camera while it's recording. Well, why'd you disconnect me? Yep. Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about the Funimation and Crunchyroll split. So it's pretty big news, and we're going to be talking about exactly what it is that's happening and how it affects you. We are less than 200 subs away from hitting our goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. We're so excited and we're so close, and we're super thankful for all your support.
We actually need 196. I'm that particular with it. 196 people we need.
So if you guys could share us around and show us to people who you think could enjoy the content that we make, we would be so thankful, because if we hit that 1,000 mark, to be completely honest, everything's going to change for us and our noticeability, and we're going to be able to make so much more cool content for you guys.
Yes.
So please help us cross that line, and yeah, we're super excited. It's going to be great.
I can't wait, honestly.
It's going to be so good.
so long of waiting.
Anyways, speaking about waiting, how long are we going to be waiting until we can get our anime back?
Oh, okay.
Since Crunchyroll got rid of anime. How could they?
Funimation, the Crunchyroll stuff. I mean, okay. So back in 2016, I think it was, Funimation made a deal with Crunchyroll to display on their platform. But the thing is, Funimation have their own online streaming platform.
They do.
So it's like, why are we putting our content on Crunchyroll?
Why fuel a competitor when you can have people come to you?
Yeah. It wasn't a big deal before. So the big thing that changed...
Before streaming changed.
Or not even that. The big thing that changed the agreement between the two was Sony purchasing Funimation.
Oh,
I
didn't know about that.
So they bought them, and that's the reason why. Like, why would you... Like, Sony's obviously a big company, so they don't need to rely on other sort of...
And a huge Japanese company
as well. They don't need to rely on other businesses to help them. So with Crunchyroll and Funimation, there was that deal because Funimation needed that support.
Yeah, when they made that deal, anime, whilst popular, was still kind of nebulous.
Yeah, but now Sony owns them. It's like, we don't need you, Crunchyroll. You're not relevant to what we need. We can do this ourselves.
Yeah, everyone's making their own platform. Disney's pulling all their stuff off Netflix because they're making their own platform. We have, in Australia, we have Stan versus Netflix, and now Prime Video is coming in. There's so many streaming services. I just wish people would get along. Well,
so now you say that. So there's a positive. For businesses, it's a positive. They get more revenue. It means they can buy and...
Ooh.
Well,
in the industry, we call that a thunderstorm. Yes, there is a huge storm going on outside because it is summer in Australia. It's hot and rainy.
That was more than what I thought it would be.
That was a big one. Anyway,
back to topic. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So in business sort of sense, it makes sense.
It does make sense
for these businesses to do it because they get more profit out of it. They can then buy more anime or whatever from different studios to display it on their platform. So it's all helpful for them. But it's not...
Kind of sucks for the consumer.
Yes, because there's no deals where you can stream on like 4 different platforms for an anime sort of streaming.
Not unless there's systems like Verve.
Yeah.
Verve, which bring in a whole bunch of separate things, not available in Australia.
Yeah. And put it together and you can do it. I mean, if they implement that, fine, that's cool.
Yes.
But as of right now, we don't have that. All we have is these different platforms setting up. It's like, oh, you want to watch this anime and you want to watch this anime. You have to buy a subscription to each of these. You die the hero or you become the villain. Yeah. Streaming came in to pretty much defeat and change all cable subscription services. I mean, who watches TV now? And now they have become that. You need to pay for your specific channel of exactly what you want. That's what you were supposed... You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Star Wars references on an anime channel. Love it. Yeah, it's just... It makes sense, but on the other hand, it's crappy for normal subscribers of these channels. Yes, indeed. And the big takeaway from that is that we sort of, we need to support these companies that are actually, like Crunchyroll. That's what I'm trying to get. We need to support companies like Crunchyroll because if they stay in power, they stay higher than their equivalent, then these companies will want to work with them. Yes. So they can get that audience. But if Crunchyroll starts to fall, then you don't get that. Then we'll have their separate companies. Like, I only just recently learned that Crunchyroll has a store. They sell merch and figures and cool shirts and stuff. I had no idea. Although, I mean, really, like, who's going to buy that? Like,
I mean, I like anime shirts and I like figures.
yeah. But
you clearly do.
I know. But I'd prefer to buy it from the actual people who, like,
yeah,
the anime and stuff.
but as a middleman, it was a smart idea. But clearly not many people know about that.
I mean, like, I'm saying, poor Crunchyroll stuff. They make a ton of money. Like, let's just go.
They're going to be okay.
They're going to be okay still.
They're going to lose a decent amount
of anime from their selection.
They're not going to go away.
Yeah, they're not going to go away yet.
Yeah.
Because if every company starts doing this, then
the
bye-bye.
mass exodus is the problem.
Yeah. It just needs to be avoided.
So do we know what anime we're going to be losing with Funimation?
A lot.
Yeah, so maybe Crunchyroll isn't going to be that okay.
Yeah,
maybe Crunchyroll's where you go for indie anime.
Surprisingly, a lot of anime from Funimation is getting tracked. Like, when you really think about it, how much Funimation sort of like owns in that sort of area, they do a lot of stuff, and holy damn,
which is worrying. Because...
and they own a lot of rights, like, for putting stuff out there, even from other studios and stuff. And I thought it was kind of ridiculous how much they sort of own. So Sony buying them was a good move on their part.
Yeah, very smart from Sony.
Very smart.
Sony has a great distribution. They're winning currently in the console wars. Their TVs, all the tech they make is ridiculous. Their cameras are good. Everything they do is good. They have an amazing track record.
This makes me jealous, like, to think that I should have probably invested or something in Funimation a while ago.
Yeah, and now Funimation going with them makes sense because they have presence all around the world.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the small niche market that come to Crunchyroll.
Also, Funimation and Sony. Yeah. They're like, well, everyone knows Sony. You can't go up to any person today and say, oh, who's Sony? I don't know. It's like, no, they do.
You probably have at least
a couple,
3 Sony things in your house. And it's a great idea for distribution. And if Sony's going to set up a competitor, it would be ridiculous. They could preload their competitor onto their TVs that they sell.
I'm just trying to think of... So wait, what does Disney own currently in the anime realm? I just can't recall.
I don't know what they own anime.
Because I feel like they own like a.
They definitely have some cool contracts.
Yeah, they would have their hands in something. Like they have their hands in everything.
Disney owns almost everything. I'm sure they own.
It's ridiculous.
A lot of stuff.
It's ridiculous the stuff
or
they
at
own.
Least have the rights to distribution on some things.
Yes, but here's the thing: if Disney starts buying, if they become a competitor to Sony, or try to do that. It's just anything Disney touches, they just destroy all the competition too. Yeah. Which is like...
Disney wins everything.
It's kind of annoying, in the fact that...
I, for one, am very, very much looking forward to our corporate overlords. Hail Mickey.
Hell, Mickey.
But, I mean, ultimately, that's just the way it moves. There are laws in place to stop monopolizing and whatnot, at least in America. But, I mean, Sony buying Funimation was an awesome idea. They cut ties exactly when they were supposed to. It's going to be really interesting seeing what they do next, because they could do literally anything.
Yeah. So, I honestly, I commend Sony. It's just...
They could make their own platform. They could resell to Crunchyroll for twice as much as they asked for. Crunchyroll could beg to have them back, and Sony could say, sweet, we want a piece of this.
Yeah.
And they can. They could do whatever they want at this point. And it's crazy, because we don't really know what that means for Funimation anime.
And it's hard to sort of perceive. We're like making speculation at the point that that things are going to go bad. They probably are. That's just my sort of...
I mean, ultimately, I don't know if I'm going to keep Crunchyroll if it's gone. Like, watching indie animes like Tiger Mask W, that's not Funimation, but there's not really much else, because I watch mainstream anime.
It sort of sucks right now, because you have to be subscribed to so many different subbing platforms, especially if you're a reviewer. Yeah, if you're a reviewer, you have to do that.
I have too many subs to things. I can't have another. I have to get rid of one. So ultimately, I'd probably drop Crunchyroll.
I sort of wish that one of these companies...
We won't drop Crunchyroll if you sponsor us.
Yes. Would love to work with you. Am I winking hard enough?
Totally. But
talking of sponsorship, how about V? This is V. Life energy.
Yes, follow our affiliate links.
Yes.
Funnily enough, there is an affiliate link for V below.
If you like V,
V also likes you and anime.
Yeah, they love anime. If you love anime, you'll drink V.
I mean, that's the only way you're going to be able to watch everything. You need the energy.
That crisp taste.
Ultimately, we're not saying Crunchyroll is going to fail or fall apart just because they lost Funimation.
Yeah.
They could. It's a big possibility.
But
this
the
is a
potential is there.
hit.
Yeah.
But they're smart. They're business savvy. They've survived pretty well. They survived from being nothing to becoming a juggernaut. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And ultimately, money solves everything. So if they go to Sony and say, hey, we'll give you this much, they'll probably get it back.
Yep.
So,
although they're going to be paying a lot more. Whether or not they'll charge more to their subscribers is a bigger deal.
Is everyone going to go to Funimation's streaming service?
No, I don't think so.
Honestly?
Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, they are some decent ones, but Crunchyroll still holds a pretty decent collection.
As much as you may like all of Funimation, you may not want all Funimation stuff.
No.
So...
But for me, I have to. So I have no choice.
Yeah.
But you guys, you have a choice.
We will see what the future holds for it. Yeah. It's going to be weird and crazy, and we may see a bunch of new competitors jump up if they succeed at this. So, who knows? Anime is in danger. That's the headline we're going with. Anime is in danger.
Anime in danger? Question mark? Oh.
Man, I love attention-grabbing titles for YouTube videos. Anyways, guys, that pretty much concludes it for what we have to say.
Sorry for rambling on a little bit there. We kind of did go on tangents.
We did go on some tangents, but ultimately, anime's going away. That means our jobs.
Jobs,
but
no.
We will probably have some more updates on however this plays out.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you guys for listening. If you have any suggestions for discussions, please throw them down in the comments, and we're always happy to talk to you guys about it. So, see you tomorrow. Peace.